Let's say you're looking to raise some chickens, but you need some help deciding whether it's the right thing to do or not. I'm Alex, and I've been raising chickens for 9 years, and today I'm going to hopefully help you make that right decision. If you're looking to raise chickens from an incubator, I've made a great detailed video which I'll link right here, which you should go watch after this. If you do plan on incubating eggs, you need to consider how much time it will take. If you're at work almost every single day, for almost the whole day, unfortunately it probably won't work because you're going to need to check on them multiple times throughout the day. And since you're rarely home to do that, anything that can go wrong won't be able to be caught, to which could cause to a failure, and so we're going to have to take this one off the list. But let's say you do have the time to incubate eggs. This could be a great option if you want to bond with your chickens really well. But this is probably the most difficult stage of raising chickens. The next good option would be to buy some newly hatched chicks. You could buy them from the internet or whatever. This way, a lot of the hassle of incubating them is over, and it's a whole lot easier. It still takes a lot of time to raise chicks, even if you're not incubating them. So again, if you're at work all day, every single day, this also is not going to work. If you have time to do them, then that's great, because it's also a really good way to bond with them. You'll be with them almost their whole entire life, and that way they should become pretty friendly. They do get caught in almost everything somehow. I don't know how it's possible, but from personal experience, and you need to save them way too much.
Even grown-up chickens can get stuff tangled around their feet. It's really annoying.
If you don't have a lot of time on your hands, then getting some pullets would be a great idea. And by this point, they're pretty hardy and don't need quite as much attention as the chicks would. The downside to this, though, is while it may be much easier, they also won't be able to bond with you as well. And by this point, it'd be pretty much impossible to have a friendly rooster. I've made a video on friendly roosters as well if you want to check it out. And if your region allows for it, having a friendly rooster is honestly just great. I mean, you can pick them up, you can hold them, and it's great because they're roosters. And they're generally really friendly, too. Talking about region is where quite a lot of issues sometimes can arise. Look about the laws of animals and chickens in your region. If you're in a city, there's a good chance roosters are banned, to which friendly roosters are out of the option. Not that they are that common anyway, but still. But if you live in certain areas, you may not even be able to have chickens at all. Check your laws. It's really important to do. Next, you have to consider what predators there are. You see, there's a big field right here. I have to deal with hawks, foxes, you name it, lots of predators. So you have to make sure you build a secure chicken coop considering what predators are around. You also have to consider what sort of space you have. A great field like this would be fine to build a chicken coop in, but where are the chickens going to dig? They need to dig. They need to have somewhere to dig in. They can't just be on a concrete floor all their life. They aren't made for that. You see, taking dirt baths is how chickens clean themselves. As gross as it sounds, it actually kind of works. In fact, it gets a lot of bugs off of them. And they seem to be pretty good at getting the dirt off of them afterwards anyway. So making sure you have a great, safe place for chickens to roam around, dig in dirt, and whatever is very important. Because they need this in order to stay safe from predators and do what they just need to do. Next, you have to consider what it takes to keep them alive. Making sure your chickens have a continuous clean supply of water is also extremely important. They need that 24 hours a day with no exceptions. They can't go very long without water. I have this automatic animal water trough which automatically fills up, and I clean it on a routine basis once a week. I just cleaned it, and that's why the floor's gross. And that keeps their water pretty clean and makes sure they always have water all the time. Even when I do have this all set up and clean, I always keep an extra one of these filled up just in case. If you don't have an automatic water feeder, then it's important to have 2 of these at all times, just in case one runs out. And if you go on vacation and you even do have an automatic one, you should still both have these filled up, because you never know if something might happen. So it's up to you to decide. Do you have the time? Do you have the patience? Do you care enough? Are you even able to do this? This will all come down to how you decide to do it and if you are actually able to or not. While this video might have helped you decide whether you want chickens or not, This is not a guide on how to raise chickens, so I would totally recommend you watch more videos, including mine, on how to raise them. Because what I truly want is for you to raise your chickens the best you can. I hope this helped. Goodbye.